You're listening to the Amazing Facts Daily Devotional. Today's topic, Krishna Paul, the first Indian convert, Part 2. In Krishna Paul's lifetime, segregation between India's different castes was severe, notable through three different types of public events: marriages, mealtimes, and worship services. For example, it was considered reprehensible for a person of a higher caste to receive food from someone in a lower caste. After his arm healed, Paul began to study regularly with the Baptist missionaries. Around this time, several books of the Bible, the whole of it having been translated into Bengali by William Carey himself, were now being printed in India. The Indians could now read the gospel for themselves. Moreover, Paul did not attend his studies alone, also bringing with him his wife and her sister. Eventually, all three believed the Bible to be the express word of God, that in its precious pages lay universal truths that were to be upheld over the dictates of men, over culture, over tradition. As such, Paul did the unthinkable. He sat down to a meal with his new missionary friends. It was a public declaration of his faith in the gospel and his belief in a new religion, Christianity. It was, in effect, a deliberate breaking of caste. Paul understood the freedom which the gospel gave, and he now threw off the chains which it had broken. No more separated by a hierarchy of hate, brother ate with brother, each a part of one body, of which Christ is the head. 1 Corinthians 12:27, Colossians 1:18. As Christ himself taught, "One is your teacher, the Christ, and you are all brethren." Matthew 23:8. For this simple act, Paul was condemned by some 2,000 of his neighbors, and he and his family were in prison and then released. All this caused his family great fear, so that on December 28, 1800, only Paul, along with William Carey's own son, went down into the water to be born anew. He was the first Baptist convert in India. Using his skill as a carpenter, Paul went on to build a church across the street from his home. Eventually, he became an evangelist as well as a hymnist. He also finally saw the rest of his family baptized into Jesus Christ. What cultural traditions are important to you? How do they hold up against biblical doctrine? Our key Bible text today comes from Colossians chapter 3 and verse 11. "Where there is neither Greek nor Jew, nor circumcision nor uncircumcision, barbarian, Scythian, bond or free, but Christ is all and in all." Thank you for listening to the Amazing Facts Daily Devotional.